chosen conflict. I choose the century-old dispute between two European powers, Spain and the United Kingdom over Gibraltar. Context: Gibraltar has a strategic location. It borders the median of the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, and it's 22 kilometers from the African coast. It currently has a strong economy based on financial services, international gambling, and the shipping industry. Its territory of about 6 square kilometers and about 32,000 residents. For the United Kingdom, it is a member of the British family, 14 British overseas territory, including the Falkland Islands. For Spain, Gibraltar is a colony, the only one in Europe. It breaks away from its territory and has been claiming the sovereignty to the United Nations for decades. However, Gibraltar has been under the control of the United Kingdom for more than 300 years. History: this dispute began in the War of Spanish Succession, a great European conflict involving more than 6 countries when King Charles II died without descendants in 1700, causing a battle to decide who will be the next king between the relatives of Charles II. In the middle of the war, an Anglo-Dutch fleet touched the city of Gibraltar in 1704 and raised the British flag on this territory. In 1713, peace agreements were signed to end the war by signing the Treaty of Utrecht. Spain agreed to lose political and military power in exchange for the European authorities definitely recognized Philip V of Bourbon as a king of Spain. In this treaty, Spain agreed to cede Gibraltar to the United Kingdom forever. Spain has always tried to recover its territory both military and diplomatic ways. Impact on global business. Gibraltar became a naval-based key for the United Kingdom in its Spanish empire and during World War II. Its strategic location in the Strait of Gibraltar allowed the British to control the territory and clear advantage over Spain. Now there are good custom relationships between these territories, with about 30,000 people crossing every day, approximately half of whom are British and Spanish cross-border workers. But now a new chapter full of questions is opening: the Brexit. The United Kingdom is already outside the European Union, where the question arises as to what will happen to Gibraltar and its land bordered with Europe. The residents and workers of Gibraltar expressed their concerns after the Brexit, which implies losing access to its primary market, the European Union. Some companies will leave the territory, problems to supply the market, and many bureaucratic procedures during negotiation with the European Union. Significantly affects the economy on this territory, putting at risk many jobs and Gibraltar's economy. Gibraltar shares a land border with the European Union. The situation could be worse if strict controls are established by the United Union, increasing tariffs for exports and imports for the British. They are resulting in high economic losses for Gibraltar by sharing a land border with Europe. After all these complications and future losses in the international market, on 31st December 2020, Spain and the United Kingdom reached an agreement in principle under which Gibraltar will join the European Union Schengen area. This cleared the way for the European Union and the United Kingdom to start formal negotiation on the matter. Elements of the proposed agreement are: first, Gibraltar Airport and port became entry points of the Schengen area under responsibility of Spain. Second, the border controls will be performed by Frontex personnel. Third, unrestricted movement of goods. Fourth, arrangement in the field of environment, the level playing field, social security coordination, citizens' rights, data, and matters related to continuing document recognitions. Fifth, visa for visiting Gibraltar will be Schengen visa. 6. The arrangements are in place for an initial period of 4 years. Conclusion. Well, all of this is a temporary solution in short term. Still, if not decisive actions are taken in the territory of Gibraltar, will be in risk in the international market to be excluded for the economic dynamics, of which is highly benefit, but their desire to remain British put at risk economic and economic related to Europe, for its strategic location and market. This is one example how international conflicts affect global business.